routine in the morning. Grew up too fast without warning. And when it rains it's pouring. I got dreams, big dreams. I wanna do big things, but I just can't seem to put it all together. I just wanna be seen. I'm jumping ship, I'm a diving. Middle of the ocean, swimming till I find it. I see an island out ahead, filled with things that I've wanted since I was a kid. Swim through it.
Hey. Alright, what's up, Sly? Hey, Annie. Hey, Sweet Misery. Hey, Rock Jim. Hey, Sunflower. So I hope everyone's doing well. I know I haven't been on in a couple of days. That's why I decided, let me go on tonight. I haven't been on since Friday. It's been a really busy weekend, and tonight I had to make some beach candles, and tomorrow during the day, and as you guys know, I babysit on Mondays, but as tomorrow, my whole day is going to be doing that special. Hey, Allie, Hey Island, whole day is going to be working on the special. I was taking pictures, and some of them came up fucked up, so that's why I had to start over, and that's where we're at. So I apologize for it taking so long, but I promise you tomorrow the sale is going to be on. Sunday, we had a drive yesterday to about an hour and a half to where the store is and set everything up, which we did. And yeah, so it's been crazy. But here we are. So I'll wait for more people to get here before I get into it. But this whole fucking community has lost their ever-loving fucking minds. I'm glad I'm not even really a part of it anymore, because stepping back and looking at it, these people have lost their minds. I have never fucking seen more cop callers, police callers, parent callers. When did this shit become acceptable? And I mean, everybody is fucking ridiculous. Like, it used to be, now it seems to be the norm to call anyone's fucking parents. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Sinner. I don't care if it's Queen Bee. I don't care if it's fucking my mother, barbecue lady's mother. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't call somebody's fucking parents. But we're going to get to all that. Like, I can't even comprehend this fucking community anymore. I really can't. It has gotten so insane. And I'll say it again. Queen Bee kind of sets that bar. Because so many people think, well, if she does it, then it's perfectly okay for me to do it. No, it's not. And it's not okay for her to do it. So, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to start. People can rewind. Exactly, Randa. Exactly. Aren't they fucking adults? But I want to get into this. I'm not going to look at chat too much because it kind of distracts me. And then I end up talking to you guys, and then people that are just listening have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. So I got to stop answering chats. All right. I'm going to start off with Justice for Alyssa. So if you don't know who Justice for Alyssa is, I actually found her on TikTok. When I was looking for a story to cover, she came up in my TikTok feed that she had lost her daughter. She believes that there was some shady shit going on. She ended up on Queen Bee's panel. Then she ended up on Britney's panel because Queen Bee kicked her off. And I had left her a message, and this is like important, but I had left her a message on TikTok about her daughter. She never answered me. Okay. Then when I saw that she was on YouTube, I said, oh, let me check this out. I left her a message on YouTube, never responded. But she's all over Queen Bee and Britney with drama. Okay, not for nothing, lady. Do you want your daughter's case covered or not? Because it seems to me like you're all about fucking drama. This was before all this latest drama even started. We're talking like a month or two ago. And I was like, wow, why don't you fucking answer? So then I hear what goes on with Queen Bee and Brittany. And then I hear she's dropping all this money. And now we have another barbecue lady who has a GoFundMe that's trying to raise money. And yet they're dropping hundreds. Okay. I think you should shut down your fucking GoFundMe then. Because if I donated someone on GoFundMe and then they're dropping hundreds of dollars on creators as a pissing contest, that's a fucking problem. So I saw she was live today. Okay. I know that she's involved in some drama, but she does still have a daughter that she lost. Sage just lost one of her good friends yesterday. Well, on Friday night. So I decided today that I was going to reach out to Justice for Alyssa one more time, as I just spent the weekend with my daughter, who's been hysterical that she lost one of her very good friends Friday night, which she found out Sunday. So she's live. I'm about to walk in the store. She happens to be live. I said, oh, let me go in there. So I go in there and I happen to say something. Totally ignored. Okay. Other people in the chat was saying hi to me, so I knew I wasn't blocked or anything. She had like 23 people in the live. Okay. I understand that not everybody is as good. Hey, Criminal Med, I understand not everybody is as good with chat as I am. I get it. I get that people can't walk and chew gum. But 23 people in there, you should be able to handle the chat. Even if you are on a cell phone and chat does move faster on a cell phone, you have 3 people in there. You can handle looking at chat. And again, a lot of people was saying hi to me. Almost like half the room was saying hi to me. They knew who I was. And a few of them even said, hey, she should let you handle a daughter's case. Again, I was being nice. Sage lost a friend. She sits on her panel and says, oh, well, I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have. So let me know any questions that you have and I'm going to answer them. Okay. Completely ignores mine. She answered somebody else. And then she just shut down her live out of nowhere. Okay. So I was talking to Marie and I said, I don't understand what's going on. Like, she really just dropped like $400 on Sinner? Why? So she's like, oh, you have to watch Salty's live. Who the fuck is Salty? So she was like, I said, do you have a link for her? She said, yes. So she gives me Salty's link. Now, mind you, I don't know any of these people. I mean, I know Sinner, obviously. So I decide to listen to not Sinner's live. But all right, let me back up. When I was listening to Melissa, or Justice for Alyssa, she was saying, allegedly, she's the one that called the cops on Queen Bee the other night. Like, I don't know anything about any of that. I'm not even going to go there yet. But allegedly, she was trolling Queen Bee, and then she decided that she was going to call the cops on QB. Okay, first of all, having words on the internet, you don't call the police. There's nothing the cops can do at all. I heard Queen Bee say something like that, and she's 100% right. There's not a fucking thing the cops can do. Why is everybody's automatic now to call the police? I'm going to sue you. I'm going to go to the courts. I'm going to call. Stop. Just fucking stop. Stop getting police involved. Stop getting cops involved. fucking stop. A couple of years ago, I understood it. 2025, no, I'm sorry. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So then we have Salty's Live, which some of it is very hard to listen to, but there's a couple of parts of it that I want to play because I think it's important for you guys to understand the way I had to understand and where it brought me to where I am right now. The insanity of what I heard from Melissa to Sinner to the whole situation is fucking mind-blowing. And to hear that people are dropping super chats on other people to piss off someone else. Let me tell you guys how this shit works, okay? The only ones laughing all the way home are the creators you're dropping money on. Justice for Alyssa allegedly dropped $400 on Sinner to piss off Barbecue Lady. Melissa, Barbecue Lady doesn't give a fuck what you drop on Sinner. And if you're doing it to piss Queen Bee off, that's laughable. Because you're going to spend $400 and you spend another $400 on fucking Britney to spend this kind of money. Queen Bee's laughing at you. And I don't blame her. Sinner, we're going to get to him. Britney laughing at you. And I see these people hook up with these people and it's a fucking joke. I know for a fact, I don't give a fuck if she denies it. But the more I learn about this woman, the more I know that I'm right. Barbecue Lady pays Queen Bee for protection. I don't mean Queen Bee is going to do anything. I mean that she hides behind Queen Bee. Because I guess she has all these issues on TikTok and with TikTok people. So when she came to YouTube, she's basically paying QB to be her friend. And that's why she drops so much money on QB. And she wants QB to stick up for her. It's just the way it is. Thank you, Sweet Misery. That's just the way it is. And it's so fucking obvious. So then I find out from Salty that I guess on TikTok, what's her name had called the police on Barbecue Lady called the police on Salty. What the fuck is all this cop calling? What do these people think the cops are going to do? This shit used to be fucking frowned upon. Not anymore. Now it's an everyday thing. I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to do this. Let's do this. Let's call the police. What the fuck do you think the cops are going to do? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. So Sinner gets involved. All right. I don't know if this was Sinner's way to act righteous, but my feeling is if Sinner is so upset, then send the fucking money back. If you're so bothered by why you got $400 from Justice for Alyssa, then fucking send it back, Sinner. But we're going to get to all that. So I'm going to play part of Salty's Live that involves Sinner and the screenshots. So here we go. And then after this, you guys will be up to speed to where I am. I mean, it took like half the day for me today. Now, another thing. Tinker. Tinker says, while QB grifts for lawyer money, I'm not disagreeing with her. Hey, Gina, I'm not disagreeing with her. But this is where hate bonding is a fucking problem. Well, I'm going to jump too far ahead. So let me just play it so we're on the same page.
In these text messages here on screen
Mhm.
with her saying justice for bullshit. Was that what made you call the cops, or am I missing something in here?
So a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago rather, I guess we were all going at it with each other. When I say we all, I mean you, me, barbecue, Queen, Sinner, chats. We were all going at each other. And Queen had put up on one of her lives, again, just like barbecue did. And I don't believe that she obtained it from barbecue. It was already all over the internet. It was very easy to obtain. I think she obtained it from Should Be Ashamed. It was intimate conversation with me and a guy that was not meant for anyone except one person. It was not meant for the internet. I believe there was also pictures attached to that. I confirmed today that there was no pictures. It was just the intimate conversation, but it doesn't matter to me. It's not just as bad, but it's right up there. So when we were going at it and Queen said, we're going to talk about everything about you. We're going to bring up this guy. I can't quote her. Okay. I cannot quote her right now, but insinuating we're going to go all in about you and, assuming, and she might have even said about this guy and other men and people in the chat. And then, um, what'd she say? Dive into your daughter's case, something along those lines. It didn't seem like she was doing it with pure intent. Okay. It seemed like she was going to do it with malicious intent. And I had just had enough. If there's not much I could do about someone diving into my daughter's case. Okay. There are certain boundaries you can't cross with it for legal purposes, but that wasn't my issue. If anything, like I've said before, I want people to dive into the case. I have nothing to hide, and I want that. Okay. It
Okay. Hey, Tinker. So it starts here. I've got a question. This is Sinner. I've got a question. Do you feel comfortable making friends who calls an innocent man, me, a predator every single day? I mean, do you? But a decent person wouldn't be down with that. Okay. This is nonsense. All right. Nobody is becoming friends with anybody. For some reason, the word friendship gets tossed around way too easy around here. Queen Bee is not becoming friends with Justice for Alyssa. What Queen Bee is doing, in my opinion, Queen Bee is just trying to placate the whole thing because she had the cops at her house. So I understand, or just trying to, make it nice, which is the mature thing to do. I don't blame her for it. I wish someone else would do that, but that's neither here nor there. But when Sinner puts himself in this fucking drama community every goddamn fucking day and goes after Queen Bee every motherfucking day, what does he expect? Should she just sit down and let him say whatever he wants? No, I'd fucking come back too. So this pitiful poor me bullshit, this poor me, she calls me an innocent man a predator. It's fucking words, dude. Who gives a shit? It's fucking words on the internet. It's not, let's stop with the poor me. But let's move on.
was more so the personal aspects of my life. And that is, and I will say it again, over and over again, it's illegal. It is absolutely illegal. It is absolutely considered revenge porn. If anyone has any doubts about it, do the research yourself. When you're mad at someone,
Okay, I must have missed something. how does somebody have naked pictures of her or private conversations of her? She had to put it out there, right?
And you take private, intimate, sexual conversations and release them to the public. I mean, it's common sense. It's fucking cut dry. If anyone has a brain, they could see, that that's wrong, and there is a law. So just because I didn't follow up on it before doesn't mean that I wouldn't or, can't follow up on it now. Um, so that is the reason why I called. And, she could pick or whoever can pick that, oh, my feelings were hurt. Yeah, my feelings were fucking hurt, but I was pissed. That's pretty
Can someone please tell me how Queen Bee would get private pictures of her conversation with some guy? Please tell me. Does Queen Bee have magical fucking powers or something? No.
much it. That's the reason why I called. When I did call, I was I've also supported anyone getting the FOIA for the call. And I say I support that because then you could hear exactly how I spoke to the officer, to dispatch. You could hear what they said too. Um, and you could hear like how I presented my issue to them. I'm getting mocked at, oh, they hurt my feelings. I'm going to call 911. No, I didn't call 911. No, I didn't call crying. You know what I mean? I called and I was using the tone that I'm using now, except for my runny nose and shaky voice because I'm outside in the cold. And I told them exactly what was going on. In fact, one thing I did fucking say was, I don't want to press charges. Let's see where she goes with things. I don't want to follow up and get a protective order. I don't want to do all these crazy things that were offered to me, whether I'd be granted or not. I told him straight up and down, I don't want that. I said, make contact with her. I didn't even say go to her house. I said, give her a call if you're willing.
Okay. So she was friends with Barbecue Lady enough to have a close enough relationship that they were friends, that they were buddies. And then something changed, and now they're arch fucking enemies. And Barbecue Lady went to Queen Bee as her buddy, and now Justice for Alyssa feels left out. So now she's trying to find Brittany and Sinner and going to QB's enemies. Like, this is fucking kindergarten.
And tell her, try to make her cut the shit. And he agreed. I'm not going to repeat the things he said, get that shit on the FOIA call. I'm going to speak for myself and give respect to a police officer. That's exactly what happened. That's why I called. And that's the end of that.
Okay, so a couple other questions that I've seen as I was scrolling through the chat.
Yeah.
I want to go up a little bit. This one, and it might be a little triggering, like the kind of way they worded it, but we kind of talked about this today, you and me. So I'm going to kind of expand on what they said and kind of, put it in a different kind of way. But Justice, why did you keep looking for trouble and then say you're exhausted? You asked for it. Now I'm going to add to that. Like, you and I talked, right? You and I discussed our channel. Hold on. You and I discussed like our channel, and we discussed like, we were going to talk about the bullying that we endured, right? The bullying that you and I had endured at the hands of the bees and their group, right? So
yes.
you were focused on Barbecue mostly because you felt that she was the one that had harassed you the most. And I was focused more on Jen because I felt like Jen was the one that harassed me the most. So when we came over here, we had agreed that we were going to work together and be there for each other and support each other while we told our stories of how we were bullied and harassed on TikTok. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
initially, yes.
Initially. And I had told you initially when we were getting into all this mess, I said, if we do this, they're going to come at us. It's going to be tough. They're going to be throwing hate and shade our way. And I said, it's going to be like unlike anything you've ever seen. And I said, it's going to be difficult.
So basically, everything was a fucking game to them, and it was a game against Barbecue Lady. That's what I'm getting out of it.
And you can mean you were like, I've been through the worst. They put me through this shit a year ago. I hit rock bottom. I can handle anything. I got this. Don't worry. I can take the heat. Right? We talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, I'm not worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this whole thing happens, and the heat, it goes from like 20 degrees to like 120 degrees in like 5 minutes flat, right? And it was just a lot more heat than I think you were expecting. And I think that like you expressed to me, you want peace. You're done. You're white flagging it, right? And you just want peace. You want the drama to go away. You just want to, kumbaya again, because you're too stressed out and it's gone to the top, right? So this is kind of like, I guess where I'm going at, because you went to barbecue and apologized to her and worked things out with her. Did she ever apologize to you? And do you feel like validated, like you told your side of the story and you feel like you did what you came here to do? Or have you given up on that mission? Or do you feel like you were wrong and she never bullied you at all? You know what I mean? Like, where do you stand
Yeah.
now in all of this?
Okay. Okay. It was so many questions in one, so I'm gonna try to remember them all. So, and I started reading the chat like an idiot. I will, as long as Salty allows me, I will go back to important questions in the chat. So the first question would be, or answer, is that is how I feel. It's not the first time I.
So Sinner says that QB has terrorized me, my friends, and my family for a year. Really? When did Queen Bee fucking terrorize you, Sinner? Get the fuck out of here. That is the fakest shit I've ever heard. And when did she terrorize your friends and your family? I thought she never spoke to your family. You sit there and say every day how she never spoke to your family. So if she never spoke to your family, then how'd she terrorize your family? And just tell me how she terrorized you with your fucking drama.
Felt like that though. So this is not my first time trying to make amends with barbecue. This is probably my third time. Every time it's been the same. Okay. It's been the same where I have apologized for my actions and thought, um, well, all the times I've apologized for my actions, right? But so apology is just words. You have to, change your behavior. And so the first go around was kind of an immediate apology. I don't even know if I was really sincere at that time. It was like during the first initial.
Also, hate bonding 101, just because you hate Queen Bee doesn't mean that you have to fall for Sinner's bullshit. And that's exactly what happens. Sinner is preying on those that hate Queen Bee, and all the ones that really hate Queen Bee are running to Sinner. And Sinner is playing that up like he's the victim. Sinner, you're not a fucking victim. You've gone after Queen, and I'm not a Queen Bee fan, but you have gone after Queen Bee for like a fucking year. I've never seen a man more jealous of a woman than you are of QB. You try to mimic her, you try to emulate her, and if people can't see it, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's kind of fucking obvious. So again, just because you hate Queen Bee doesn't mean you have to like Sinner. Because to me, Sinner is fake as fuck.
Blow up within that week. Okay. The second time was very sincere on my end, and I thought we were in a good place. Um, and then this last time, um, I apologized and I forgot what the question was. Okay, I think you said, did barbecue apologize to me? Barbecue, it depends how you take an apology. Okay. She did not come out and say, I am sorry. And that does bother me. I don't like it. It sucks, but I can't make someone apologize. And I don't want to force an apology either, because then it's just fucking fake. And that's kind of how I feel. And I mentioned this last night with another party, that I kind of had to pull an apology from her a little bit. What was the third question? Salty?
All right, but Tinker, let me explain it the best way I can. You were with me for 5 years, okay? The whole time you were with me, we all had the same attitude. Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean that you have to like someone else. Now, on top of that, right, wrong, or indifferent, if someone pushes and pushes and pushes you, don't be surprised that they attack back lower than you thought you could go. And that's what happened. And that's why I'm surprised that so many of you support Sinner when all Queen Bee did was strike back after constant fucking harassment and Sinner constantly going at her and building a channel just based on bashing her. When the truth is, he started all of the drama with QB to begin with. That's what people forget. QB didn't start the drama. Sinner did. And Sinner kept it going and didn't think that QB was going to fucking go below the belt. And she did. I'm not saying it's right, but she did it. And I understand when someone pushes and pushes and pushes, you're not going to go on their level. You're going to go 10 times fucking lower. And that's just human nature. But you can't then cry victim when you've been going after someone over and over and over and over. That's bullshit. Don't fucking go with someone if you don't like their comeback, even if they go lower than you. And that's what I think people fucking forget. Tinker, but again, she went lower. She went lower. I'm sorry. She went lower than him because he wouldn't fucking let up. And then he went after Savage. He wanted to get in good grace with Savage and picked up where Savage left off.
I'm sorry, I had myself muted. Just it took me a second to unmute myself. Heads up real quick, Cajun, I made you a mod. And I might need one more. So just let you know, if I make you a mod, I'll let you know. If you're interested in being a mod, let me know. If you don't want to be a mod, make me know so I don't pick you when you don't want to be picked. I don't want the heat no more.
No. See, that's where you're wrong.
On TikTok. It was just something I didn't.
Okay, but one of the other problems, nobody is a victim. Nobody. There is not one person here whose hands are fucking clean that they did not go after someone and then got feedback or got a kickback to them. Because that's the reality. Sinner's no victim. Queen Bee is no victim. Justice for Alyssa is no victim. Barbecue Lady is no victim. The list is endless. None of them are fucking victims. Not Brittany, not I was going to say Tinker, not anybody. None of these people are fucking victims. Subs need to get it out of their head that their favorite creator is a victim, because every single one of them have dirty fucking hands. And every single one of them play into the fact that people think they're victims.
Didn't really do, because they weren't recorded and you weren't going to catch me saying something and then twist up my words and actually, I can't defend myself.
Barbecue herself, if she's listening, she can download the live.
She can,
Okay.
but that's the only person that can do it.
Well,
You know
she
what I
can if
mean?
she
Like,
wants to. I mean,
no, I
she can
know
hear
that, but
me
I'm
or
just
someone
saying
can
that's
tell
why
her.
I don't go live. I want my lives
Yeah,
to be recorded where anybody and everybody.
long time.
Whoa,
After
whoa,
the,
whoa, wait a minute. You're saying you didn't
Mhm.
know about my live
No,
and
I
you
was
didn't know
sleeping.
Rob? Like these lives that you're doing are way too late, and we go to bed, and
And I was really nervous to talk to you because I know you support Robin and you guys have a friendship. And I was nervous that it was going to affect our friendship, that I didn't want to be associated with her anymore. Listen, I also don't want to hurt Robin's feelings. Like, at that point, okay? I don't want to hurt anyone's fucking feelings. It's not fun for me. I don't like it. Okay. As much as I might act like I do, it doesn't feel good. I don't like having to be like this. But with that being said, I just couldn't stand by it. Okay. And like I told you, I couldn't stand by it. And I saw red flags with her. And I don't think she has a right to defend herself. Yes, absolutely. But there's a lot of things that
Again, all of these people in chat, oh, Sinner, we love you. Sinner, we got your back. Sinner is fucking playing all of you, and you don't fucking see it. He is playing every single one of you, and you're going to hear it in a few minutes.
I don't stand by. And I just don't understand from coming.
Sweetie Pie, I thought the exact same thing until I heard what actually happened. So once I heard what actually happened, it all made sense. And I think Melissa is the one that went after her. I think Melissa's the one that told her what happened that you're about to hear that caused her to say how to get it back. Because I thought the exact same thing.
As a mother, whether my daughter is alive or deceased, that love doesn't change. And my daughter can spit in my face over and over again, and I'm going to love her. I'm going to be pissed. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to mop the floor with her, but I'm not going to, um, it's almost like it just feels sick to me. It feels like sick shit. Like when someone says, I love my daughter, I do these things, I want help for her, I want her, da 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 da. But then you're in the same breath saying, yeah, she right now, like that word, I'm willing to let those actions serve a little. Peggy, anybody.
a couple of screenshots. Remember that? In her back chat, and you were kind of like, please let me up on panel. You were in there for quite a while, right? And you were like, I
There's
need
2 times.
Sending me $400 and then be on the phone with QB is just wild. But let's keep it real. I'm just observing. It has nothing to do with me. I was just being nice. What? But this is where Sinner wants everyone to think he's so righteous.
There were two
okay
times.
live together, and we just got done bashing her and
No, but I mean, I think that's shitty of you to bring that up, to even put that thought out there.
her back chat, and you were kind of like, please let me up on panel. You were in there for quite a while, right? And you were like, I
There's
need
2 times. There were two
okay.
times.
I think it's the first time, because the second time was you and this country girl
Just
person.
read it. Just read it, and I'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, no, this one's the first one. I'm looking for the other one. I can't find
Okay.
it. There's this one that's, listen, you fucking cunt. Don't ever say my kid's name again. That's bullshit. But there was one where you're being really nice to Queen. And
Yes,
I'm looking for that one where
I
you
know
were
when you're talking about.
essentially like you were like, please, I think this is it. Hold on. Let me
also state that if she now made up with Barbecue Lady, well, Barbecue Lady kisses QB's ass. And let's call a spade a spade. QB is the biggest creator in this little community. So if I didn't want shit, and I didn't want to take, and I had a daughter that I wanted justice for. I wanted to get a story out. Whose ass am I going to kiss? I'm going to kiss QB's ass. And I'm going to be nice to her because nobody else can get that kind. Nobody else in this little community is pulling those kind of numbers or has that level of dedication of subs at this moment. Could that change in a month? Absolutely. But at this moment is what I'm talking about. And so for her to be nice to QB, I don't fucking blame her. I would. If I had a story, I absolutely would. And that's not, me being a dick. That's okay. Look, I want to get my story out. I need my story to be heard by 10,000 people. Sinner can't do that, but QB can. And then Clue can pick it up, and that's even more people. And then Burnt Toast can pick it up, and that's even more people. So anybody that's faulting her on that aspect of it is 100% wrong.
Okay, I got LMA. Oh, girl, this is coming from Queen. And she was like, stop that. And you were like, I'm actually trying to dead all the drama. You don't want to. So you were trying to squash it all then, right? You were trying to squash the drama. You were in her back chat. So we had drama. We had just talked about it live. And then you went over there and you went in her back chat. And right after we just got done bashing her, right? Because we were on a live together and we just got done bashing her and Barbecue, right? We were just dragging them, right?
I don't remember, but I remember you and I, I think we got off live and you and I were either talking on the phone or via text message.
Yeah. So
and
then
I
you
said,
went
I'm
over
going to
there.
go over there.
Yeah.
So the way I see it is they're all being used as weapons because it seems to me that they're kind of mad that, what's her name? That barbecue lady hooked up with quote unquote the biggest creator, and they went to Brittany realizing Brittany is not who they thought she was. So then they go over to Sinner. They realize Sinner definitely isn't who they think he is. And they're kind of left like, now what? So now I should probably kiss QB's ass. That's how I see it.
Right.
Yeah. You were like, yeah. And so you went over there and you're like, that's just
but
the
not
truth.
one person has come to me. Not one.
Why wouldn't you be honest again, right?
Yeah.
So
if anything, I'd be honest, with
like
you,
I said, I'm
especially.
not saying these things to make you mad. I'm not trying to start a fight with you. I'm just, it's an honest question, and there's people out there that are wondering. You have to understand how it looks from people who are looking from the outside in. Hey, Sinner, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing? I keep hearing my name. I did. I'm sure it's okay with I'm sure it's okay with Melissa to say that I did speak with her on the phone, so I was aware that she was on the phone with Queen Bee.
I wasn't on the phone with Queen Bee.
Oh well, I mean, you spoke with her. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I misunderstood you. I thought you.
Yeah, not the phone. Email.
In any case, I mean, I'm just going to be clear here because I don't have any time for any fuck shit. I mean, I told you guys when I met you, I don't want to get mixed up in any weird fucking bullshit that has nothing to do with me. And I can feel that that's what's occurring now. I'm going to continue to look out for good people, to look out for me. But what's going on here? It's another live stream with another chat with a bunch of people calling me a fucking pedophile. And nobody's talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about you, Melissa, buddying up with someone that's capable of.
Now, let me just address Shady's comment. She's right. Strong people stand up for themselves, but stronger people stand up for others. But I seem to be one of the few in this community that will stick up for somebody, even if I don't like them. Because this community, I haven't found another person that will do that. So you're right. Real strong people will stand up for others, whether they like them or not, which is something that none of these motherfuckers do. Not one of them.
Calling an innocent man a fucking pedophile on the internet every single day. Now,
hold on, Sinner. Hold on 1 second. Stephanie and Cajun, if there is anybody in my chat saying those disgusting things about Sinner, remove them immediately, please, and thank you.
And it happens.
Sorry,
It happens.
Sinner.
It happens.
So I didn't see any of that in the
But
chat.
I just want to be clear. Let me finish what I'm saying, Melissa. Let me finish what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Melissa, because I'm already picking up on the fact that you're good with words, as am I. I've got a thought to finish, if I may. Sending me $400, drag me into your situation. I already had your fucking back. I was already ready to do whatever you needed to get your story out. And it pains me to be crass with you at all. But sending me $400, dragging me into this fucking drama with my only fucking enemy on YouTube is bullshit. And I would very much love an apology.
So then send the money back, Sinner. If you're so hurt by it and you didn't want to be pulled into drama that you're already fucking in, what the hell are you even talking about? What drama did she bring you in? Because you're already fucking in it, Sinner. This is such a poor excuse for a victim that I've ever seen.
Apologize to you for sending you $400.
Apologize to me for making me part of your stunt. I made a public proclamation when I met you. Please don't fuck me over. And that's
Yeah,
what
but
this
there
is
is
feeling
no
like.
stunt. There's no stunt on my end.
It was a
So if
stunt.
you
It was a stunt. It had to have been. Why else would you send
please
$400?
listen,
If,
I've
okay,
always
you
talked
send me
to you.
$400 to support my channel, right? Is that what
Yeah.
that's what you're telling me? And then you're on the phone with Queen Bee, or
I
you're
have
in
not been.
communication.
I will
Listen,
read if you're.
there's
If
a
you,
conflict of interest there.
I will let you finish, and then
I'm
I guess
finished.
I will talk.
I'm waiting to hear what
Okay.
you have to say.
I have no problem reading the conversation that I had with Queen Bee.
No,
which
no,
was
you're
very-
misunderstanding what I'm saying. The fact that you're
I
talking to the
do.
woman at all after sending me money is
But you
bonkers.
don't, hun, you don't even know the gist of the conversation.
I don't
That's why
give a
I'm
fuck.
offering it to
I don't
you.
give a. What I'm
How do you
saying is,
know
I
he
don't.
wasn't threatening me? How do you know it was a positive conversation, Sinner? You're assuming.
No,
You're
what I'm
assuming.
saying is your actions aren't rational, and I can't fuck with that unless you explain to me what's going on.
I understand that. I mean, that's totally fair. The reason that you were sent, okay, a $400 super chat was a thank you for supporting me. That is what it was. And the comment attached to the super chat was a snarky remark against barbecue and Queen. That's what it was.
Okay,
You-
wait a
I-
minute.
we
Your
did-
headlines and headstone says that the money was sent out of spite, in her opinion.
Well, I
I
mean,
discussed that. I mean, listen, stop talking to me like I'm a stupid person. I know what people do on social media. If you supported my channel and you were thanking me, you wouldn't
mhm.
be on Queen Bee's panel knowing that she calls me a fucking pedophile every day. It seems to me that you want me to perceive you as someone who's friendly and you want to be friends with my enemy, and I don't play that. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do understand that.
Because I
But
don't trust
I
people
have supported,
and I have
It
good
does
reason not
make
to.
you hard to trust, and I can 100% agree with
so
Sinner on that. That's definitely an odd move.
okay, so
No, it's
first of
fucking
all, I
bizarre.
never
It's bizarre.
no. First of all, again, you don't even know the context of our text message or email, and I will share that publicly. That's one. Two, yes, hold on, Sinner. Okay. I supported you, yes, with a large donation
That wasn't
yesterday.
support. It was a stunt.
Oh,
It was a
okay, hold
stunt.
on. I haven't sent you before $100 donation and small ones.
I have no
Eh,
fucking idea.
I
I mean,
have.
listen,
I do
you're
know.
trying to distract from the conversation of me.
No,
I'm
you think
making a
that it's a
statement.
stunt.
I'm not asking you any questions. I'm just making a statement that what you're up to is bizarre. And if you can't be honest with me about it, then I can't fucks with you. That's all.
Well,
Like,
that I
and
am
it's
being honest.
disappointing.
I
It's
mean,
disappointing because I specifically said on a live stream of mine, don't fuck me up. I'm gonna take a chance and have your back. And here we are.
I don't know how I fucked you up. I didn't bring you into the police call. I have sat there and said, I don't work for you. You have nothing to do with this. Like, and I fucking dropped donation. How did I fuck you up? How did I
You
bring you into
you,
this?
you fucked me up by giving a token donation to make people your enemies on YouTube pissed off at you. Just by it had nothing to do with me at all. And then the next day you're in communication trying to make up with one of the biggest pieces of shit on YouTube.
Salty, you asked me why I sent him that donation today on the phone, right? What was my answer?
And this, my friends, is where you see someone run the fuck over their supposed buddy and then back it the fuck up and run them over again. This is probably the worst case of running someone over that I've ever seen on this platform.
Salty, to you privately.
You're asking me this, I'm not going to lie.
Say what I said to you.
Sinner, you're 100% right. You're right on point. What you said is 100% right. That's exactly what she said to me. She did it out of spite to piss people off. It was to piss somebody off.
I didn't say because he was defending me. I didn't say that, Salty.
No, you said you did it. You said you did it out of spite to piss somebody off because I was upset that you dropped $400 in Sinners Live for what? When I have an item that I worked months on for you,
really,
it needs to be shipped to your house, and you didn't want to pay for shipping.
Yeah,
but
see,
you
told me Friday,
$500 in his life for what?
You told me Friday,
you guys,
Salty.
this is exactly
Friday.
Hey,
Don't
this
ask
is
me to sit up there
exactly
and
what I've
lie
been
on your
trying to
behalf.
avoid.
It's not going to happen.
That's cool, Salty. That's cool. You're really not going to sit here and say that I said you asked me that, and the first thing that came out of my fucking mouth on my daughter's grave was because he supported me?
Don't you dare do that to me. Don't you dare do that.
You're gonna lie
on your daughter's grave. That's fucked up. You literally sat there and told
really
me that when I got
something.
mad at you.
Hey, everybody, can I say something here? Can I say something here? Look, I'm not here to get involved in a fucking argument between you two. I like you both. I mean, it may seem like I'm out of Melissa right now, but I'm just perplexed as how this plays out. To be honest with you, I'm having a difficult time giving a fuck about any of it. I honestly give a fuck about Melissa and her story with her daughter, and if there's any way I can help, I'd love to. Aside from that, all the rest of this is just dumb. I mean, well, not dumb because it's important to you guys, but to me, none of it pertains to me whatsoever. I don't take kindly to being used as a pawn in someone's fucking social dilemma. I got nothing to do with it.
I don't disagree. I think you have every right to feel that way. And I feel that that's what happened. And from what you told me, from what Justice for Melissa told me, and I even got the chat back and forth, where I said to her, you need to focus on positive things. I spent months working on this artwork for her. I have to ship it to her. It's $500 and change to make.
I cannot possibly imagine. I ship items every day. $500 in shipping. Is this a bronze statue? Because nothing is $500 in shipping. So I call bullshit on that unless it's a literal statue. Then I could see it being hundreds of dollars. But I guarantee you that is an over exaggerated price. If it's a piece, if it's a picture, if it's some kind of artwork, that's not a bronze statue. Because I can't imagine the size of box you need for a $500 shipping. That is fucking ludicrous, and I call bullshit. Or she's not using the right shipping company.
Mail it to her. That's a big chunk of change for shipping cost. It's more than what she paid for the item. I felt terrible. I was like, I felt so bad for that. And then like when then I heard today that she dropped $400 in your live, and I asked her why. She said she did it like out of spite to piss off other people. It hurt. It was like literally like you got this piece of artwork here that it's like a positive thing, and you're spending your money on hurting people on the internet instead of like having this beautiful thing that I made for your daughter that can bring you joy and light and happiness. And instead you're focused on this drama, but then at the same time, you're saying you don't want to be involved in the drama. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's so like your actions are not aligning with your words. Like if you don't want to be involved in the drama, then just stop. Just stop. It's that easy. It's that simple.
And that's where I agree with Salty 100%. But Sinner could take this advice too. For Sinner to be so ungrateful and so like, you made me a pawn. Sinner, you're in this drama every fucking day. How the hell are you acting like a victim? Send the money back if you're so upset over it that you don't want to be a pawn. Send it fucking back. But you haven't, have you? Nope, you sure haven't.
I don't know. I didn't mean to come up that hot, but like I obviously have got way more important things to worry about than a fucking $400 super chat. I like Melissa. Like I said, I just spoke with her after my live stream earlier today, and you know, she gave me an idea. Like, you know, people are obviously mad about this super chat, and I know why the super chat was sent. It's not because I'm a fucking rock star YouTuber that
She likes you. She generally likes you.
and I like
Genuinely.
her, and I like her too. But
And
like,
she did want to support you. She throws a lot of support
I want to
around.
jump into YouTube and scream at the top of my lungs. Don't be a fucking idiot, Melissa. I'm telling you, I've been watching these people for a year, and of course I'm biased, but they're just going to chew her up and spit her out. They're going to take her in and try to turn her against good people. It's ridiculous. Just save yourself the trouble. You know, just honestly, just save yourself the trouble. And I'm saying this because I do give a fuck. How much of a fuck could I give? You know? I don't know. Sorry, Salty. I'm gonna bounce. I've got a bad fucking taste in my mouth. Bad fucking vibes, man. I'll be live tomorrow covering Queen Bee's fucking court case. I'm gonna stay in my lane.
And I'm sorry, but I gotta agree with Lilac. Sinner, you are nothing but drama. Reading reports on kids. People shut down OG drama for the real life. She never called you a pedo. Weird response, but typical Sinner. 100% agree with Lilacs. I don't know who Lilacs is, but I agree with them.
Have a good night.
I hope there's no hard feelings, Melissa. I hope we're cool. It bamboozles me as to how these things could happen. I mean, and I apologize for cutting you off, but you're slick with words.
Now, again, if Sinner is so upset by it, then send the fucking money back, Sinner. If you're so upset, and if you're such a pawn, send it back. I don't know if she did or she didn't, Tinker. I don't watch her enough to know. But send the money back if you're so bothered by it.
If I let you talk, I'm not going to get my thoughts out. So you guys take care. Keep fighting a good fight.
Yep. Lilacs is gone. You're done. They've been eliminated from the chat. Definitely was not the right thing to say. I was not expecting that to go down the way it did, but you know, when she asked me to tell the truth and to say it, I'm not going to sit there and lie. I mean, she opened the door and then asked me to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. And that was the truth. I already told her I was feeling a certain type of way about it, just because, and it's not about, it's just about, she's got this item that can be shipped to her. And it's just like, why worry about these bitches and like trying to show up to them? And that's what I felt like it was like a show up. And then she said like it was to piss somebody off. That was straight up what she told me. And I was like, no, like that's upsetting to me. Like, and I was like, I just need some time. And I didn't call her back before the live because I haven't even had enough time to process what the fuck has happened, because I'm still like reeling over the fact that she would rather spend $400 on pissing people off, dropping this money in super chats, than fucking pay for shipping to have her artwork sent to her. And that just, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, people.
And this is where I completely agree with Salty. But Salty, I guarantee you I can get you way cheaper shipping. Again, unless it's like a bronze statue, which weighs like, 200 pounds, then we might have an issue. But I guarantee you, I literally ship every day. So there's no way that it's 200. Like, how much does it weigh? I've shipped 50 pounds to Hawaii and it cost me $25. So, and that was like refrigerated. like literally. So I have, or I'm sorry, $37. I've shipped 10 pounds to the UK and it costs me like $80. So I'm sorry, unless you have a 300-pound statue, it's not $500 in shipping.
Would rather throw their money away than give it to hard-working ass fucking people. It just really doesn't fucking make sense. You know, it's like this fucking YouTube shit. If fucking people just dropping hundos and people's super chats for what? For what? What the fuck are you guys paying for? Really, what the fuck are you guys paying $100, $200, $300, $400 for? I can understand a $20 to support somebody, but you dropping hundos like it's fucking nothing. It's weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck to me, especially when, you know, we're all just getting by. Don't act like you just rolling in the dough when, you know, you're living paycheck to paycheck like the rest of us. It's just weird. It's weird ass behavior when you're begging for money one day and the next day you're dropping hundos. It pisses me off because when you're begging for money, then I start feeling bad for you. Then all of a sudden you're dropping hundos like it's nothing. And I'm thinking, man, I could never afford to just give somebody $400 for a super chat. For a super chat. They don't even do, like, they have a channel, yeah, and you want to support them. I get that, but like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I just think there's like way more important things to spend your money on, and just to drop that kind of money while you're asking for money and having GoFundMe's, it doesn't make sense to me. It's disrespectful to like everybody, to just everybody.
Could not agree with her more. I say the exact same thing about Barbecue Lady.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be the big bad guy once again. It's always like that, but that's okay because I stand my ground and I'm going to say my truth and say how I feel and say what I'm thinking regardless. Like I'm not going to fucking lie. It don't make no sense. This, please ask nicely for a link. Does anybody want a link? Is somebody asking for a link? Here, let me get a link going. If somebody wants a link, you're more than welcome to come on up. Zoo.
Now you guys understand why QB told her just cancel it. I totally get it. So at first I was like, you guys, it didn't make sense to me. Like, who the fuck is QB to tell somebody to pull back a donation or how to do it? But that conversation took place after this. I think after this is when she went to QB. And that's when QB, this was 2 days ago or I think it was last night. And then she talked to QB last night. So all of this happened after that conversation. I personally feel that Melissa is all drama. That's all she wants is drama. She's gone to drama people. It all centers around, what's her name? Barbecue Lady. And honestly, I told Marie earlier, I wouldn't touch this now with a 10-foot pole. 3 fucking times I tried. 3. And nope, she's too busy with Sinner and bullshit and drama and Brittany and QB. She's gonna have a phone conversation with QB and they would talk for like 8 hours or something. Like, okay, wonderful. I wouldn't touch it now with a fucking 10-foot pole. After hearing this, no thank you. These people are not, even if they have a good case, fool me once, your fault. Fool me twice, my fault. And I stand by that. Now, I could easily have 300 people in here if I kissed ass to Sinner, if I kissed ass to Brittany, if I kissed ass to Queen Bee. No, I wouldn't do it. Sinner has his views because of Britney, because he has kissed ass to Queen Bee haters. And because of that, he gets people in his life to hear about QB. For him to pull this bullshit, oh, I don't want you getting me involved in your drama. Really, Sinner? All you are is fucking drama. And it's all centered around QB. So here is someone who believed that that's who you were, and it would have been a fuck you to both of them. The girl you've been fighting with and talk about her money all the fucking time. Well, this was someone was helping you out by giving you $400 on a super chat. So it was public. So QB can get mad and the other one can, and barbecue lady can get mad, and it was all a big game. Well, you're still $400 richer. So take the money and run. All of this unnecessary bullshit was just that bullshit. Complete fucking bullshit. And I just don't get how anyone doesn't see it. I feel like I'm the only one that sees the fucking games he plays. And on the flip side, if he's not playing a game and he's that fucking weak, which I kind of think sometimes he is, like you're that much of a fucking pussy, well, get over it. You shouldn't be in women's fucking drama to begin with. And I'm not saying what QB has done to him is right. By no means. Am I saying that it's right? Am I saying that it's correct? Am I saying that it should have been done? But I would be a fucking hypocrite if I said that it's not okay for somebody to go lower when they push and push and push you. I would be a fucking hypocrite. Hey, Kelsey, I would be an absolute fucking hypocrite. Tinker, I don't though. I am not going to pretend to like someone to get views. So don't say all creators play the YouTube game, because we don't. Some of us stand up for what we actually fucking believe, whether people hear it or not. So no, not everybody plays the YouTube game. It would be very easy to, but some of us don't. And some of us never fucking have. And you of all people should know that. Because again, I am one of the very few that will stick up for someone who's right, even if I don't like them. Nobody else around here fucking does that. Everybody so can't do that because their buddy might not like them. Now, well, I can't say not one. Who have I done it with, Tinker? Tell me who I've done it with. Tell me who I generally did not like, but just kiss their ass. I'll wait. Or kiss their ass for views. I'll wait. Do. Still waiting. Still waiting. But I had a friendship with Molly. It wasn't that I was using her. I literally liked her at one point. And I knew you were going to say Molly, but I legit liked her at one point. And we were friends at one point. No, at one point I actually liked her. But you're right, I did go back and forth. But I never got views from her. I didn't grow my channel from her. I got candle sales, but she also got free candles. So there was a different purpose. That wasn't even YouTube. My channel didn't grow at all because of her. And I didn't have more views because of her. That's true, sweetie pie. And part of the purpose with Molly was hate bonded at one point. But a business outside of YouTube really had nothing to do with YouTube. And even with Molly, I told her how it was. And I told her, like, it wasn't like, oh, you can't talk to this one or you can't talk to that one. There were other times with Molly that, yes, but neither one of us was, what's the word I'm looking for? We both knew where we stood. Do you know what I mean? We both knew what it was. One person was not, what's the word? Was not shocked or surprised or used another one. Like there was one point where we both used each other and it was never a secret. Not really, Mandy. YouTube has nothing to do with what me and Molly gained from each other, if that's a better way to put it. And at one point, I thought she was real. And then other times, like I said, we knew what it was to each other. It was not a secret. It was not like, oh my God, I thought you were this way, but you're it just wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Nobody used each other. There was no using each other. And one of us didn't know. And I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but I know what I mean. I'm talking for views, super chats, that kind of shit. I never used Molly for that, ever. I never used anybody for that. I'm gonna fucking say it the way it is, period. End of story. And I'm one of the only ones that will do that. Because I don't see other creators. I see other creators doing the exact fucking opposite. And to me, it's sickening. Absolutely fucking sickening. I did get her on Kick. Because I felt horrible. I could have taken, that's another thing. I could have taken all of her views. That was the perfect time. If I was going to be a fucking scumbag like all these other people, that would have been the perfect fucking time to shit on her and take all of her subs. I did none of that. I made sure that she kept her subs on another platform. No other creator is going to do that. They're going to fucking swipe those subs. I don't roll like that. Never have. Never will. Never have. That's what I'm talking about. And I absolutely advertise my business on here. 100%. And a lot of my customers are from YouTube. I don't get your point, Mandy. No, my candle business does not pertain to YouTube. Just because I sell something, it has nothing to do with my channel. Oh, absolutely, sweetie pie. But I'm so horrible. I'm this, I'm that. Whatever. But that's what I'm saying. There's no fucking integrity left around here. Nobody sticks up for you if their friends might get mad. And it's fucking gross. But that doesn't mean I'm going to change. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm going to fucking still stick up for what's right, whether people fucking like it or not. Whether people agree or not. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to do it. And I don't have to like you to do it. That's called integrity. Something that most of these motherfuckers do not have. It is all money motivated. It's always been money motivated, though. Always. Mandy, again, my business is outside of YouTube. Okay? I'll explain this. I don't have claws out. My business is outside of YouTube. I'm still going to sell on YouTube. I'm still going to sell on TikTok. I'm still going to sell on Instagram. Thank you, Kelsey. That doesn't make it my Instagram. Doesn't make it my TikTok. Just because I sell on it, it's not what it's all about. Thank you, Kelsey. I agree. Donate 1 to 10. Or you could buy candles, but you have to wait till tomorrow because tomorrow you're going to have a big sale. Marie, it's funny that you say that because Chronicles of the Oblivious wrote that it's so weird. Hold on. Let me pull up the comment because it's kind of funny, really. Okay. So Chronicle said never. Thank you, Rock Gem. Chronicle said never have I broken up with a friend and still thought about, obsessed, or talked about them or their children 1.5 years later. You have some kind of chokehold on these weirdos. They eat, sleep, and breathe you every day. I can name a few like that as well. So I wrote, LOL, MM's going on 4 years. 1.5 seems like child's play. I said, LOL. So then Chronicle says, who you been stalking for 4 years? I was like, not me. So I said, I stalk no one. I don't care enough to stalk anyone. So then you have some asshole goes, hey, Candle Girl, I know, dear, your style is kids on candles. Are you fucking stupid? Thank you, sweetie pie. Like, these people just bring up shit, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like, Mr. Norway, you're not part of fucking QB community. Just stop your bullshit. It's been going on 5 years, Mandy, but it's not just her. If you look at the people in her chat, it's ex-Patreons from years ago who also can't fucking get past it. Move the fuck on. It's absolutely sickening. Sickening. Because the reality is, if I'm so horrible, why do you think about me every fucking day? Why do you talk about me every fucking day? If I'm just so horrible. It's fucking weird is what it is. Absolutely fucking weird. It's like, Jesus Christ already. Fucking move on. But they can't. The obsession is real. So, yeah, it's like 7 or 8 Patreons, ex-Patreons. that just talk about me all the time and are always in MM's live. Laura this, Laura this, Laura this. Thank you for, I mean, should I start charging them fucking rent? Because I literally live rent free in all of their brains every day. It's fucking weird. You can't really hate someone on the internet that much. There is nobody I hate that much. A couple of people I despise, but nobody that I fucking hate that much. It's fucking weird. Absolutely fucking weird. Hey, Evil Queen. That's not my problem, Evil Queen. I know what you're saying though, but that's their problem. Like, then don't buy one. You know what I mean? Yeah, certain people I never see unless someone is talking bad about you, and then there they are. That they live for it. They absolutely fucking live for it. Another thing I noticed, which makes me so burnt out with this fucking community. So look at, now let me also point out, Dolly is from the United States. So someone that lives overseas may not totally get this. Okay. This was from before, by the way. So the numbers aren't correct. Dolly's title, Sebastian Rogers, what happened in them 2 hours? 868 people watching. 868 fucking people are watching someone who has a title that says, what happened in them 2 hours? Holy fuck. Dolly, what happened in those 2 hours? Not them. 868 fucking people have no problem with somebody who doesn't even know the fucking English language. I could see someone from overseas maybe having that issue, but he's from Virginia. You should know how to fucking speak proper English. Shit like that drives me insane. Absolutely fucking insane. Because that's not even a joke. Like, I'll say ain't is a joke. That's not even a joke. And you have almost 1,000 people that are okay with that, someone that doesn't even know proper English. That's a problem. That's why I give up in this fucking community and don't care about any of them. Yeah, with an RSO brother. True. Can't leave that part out. But yeah. But how do all these people have no fucking problem? If I didn't know him, I'd be like, okay, that's not somebody I'd ever watch. What happened in them 2 hours? Holy fuck. Almost 1,000 people watching. That's why I can't do this community. That's why I just give my opinions and move on. And I do one and dones. You won't hear me talk about it again. And that's it. But that's embarrassing. I am embarrassed for subs that have no issues with that. Because it's such a simple, easy, it should be those 2 hours, not them 2 hours. And how nobody corrects him is even more fucking embarrassing. The fact that nobody corrected him. Hey, Curb. Definitely someone, that's what I'm saying. All these people, none of them. And it sounds stupid for me to say this because here I have didn't even break 100 people that want to hear me tonight, which I'm okay with. But to not even be able to fucking speak English properly, and you got almost 1,000 people in there when you're selling turtle eggs, I just give up on this fucking friendship. Who, Kelsey? Like, that's just crazy to me. Good luck with your new friendship. Who? Fucking weird. Weird. Yeah, for turtle eggs for an imaginary island, and you got creators fighting over this shit. You had Elevated Truth fighting over it, Hash Cash, and then you had Molly and Bombshell fighting over it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? It's imaginary, people. It's not real. Like, wow. Just wow. You got Burnt Toast, who only talks about Betty. 1,000 people in the live. The mentality of this community is such shit that I just can't. I can't. I don't get it. I'll never get it. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing I'll never get it. I'm telling you, I watch fucking Brad Mondo videos all day. He makes me laugh. All right. Them those are a lot. A lot drives me insane. Yeah, I do that with a lot. I do. Just like okay. But this community, I just can't with. I understand why most of the drama community is gone. Most of the people are gone because these new people, I mean, at least back in the day, everybody spoke proper English. And if you didn't, you were fucking ragged on. And now it's like none of these creators have fucking a high school education. We're not, forget college education. We're talking like they don't even have fucking high school educations. Like half of them dropped out in like 8th grade or something. It's fucking nuts. Nuts. Ooh. Don't? No, a lot of the people get confused was in war, which also, it's as bad as them. Drives me nuts. So I have not followed Lori Vallow today, but I will say that from what I have heard, I think she's doing pretty fucking good. The judge has the patience of a saint, like for real. But I actually think she's doing pretty good for a non-lawyer who's been in jail. But there was something else I want to talk to you guys about, and I forgot. It was crime related, and I forgot. Oh, what was it? Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. Yeah, I don't care a typo. I mean, there's a typo. You could have a typo. That's fine. But we're not talking a typo here. We're talking serious fucking bad English. And they just don't know any differently. That's the difference. But I literally cannot remember what I want to tell you guys. It's going downhill for her. Oh, Lori Vallow. I don't know. I think she's doing good. But again, the judge is like a fucking saint. The amount of patience that the lawyer has, oh my God. I mean, not the lawyer, the judge. It's like, whoa. I couldn't have that much patience. Hell no. All right, but I'm going to get off. I know it was late. It's already midnight. I got to go finish my beach candles. And I will post a picture when I'm done. But I got to get those in the store. And I will see you guys later. Kelsey, are you back from the jungle? Oh, I meant good luck with the people of betrayal. I gotcha. No, I knew you didn't mean anything nasty. I just didn't. I wasn't 100% sure what you meant. But Kelsey, I'll reach out to you tomorrow. Are you back from the jungle? Get me one of those. I've said that. Get me one of those. And I have a ton of pictures from Dayton's wedding that I have to, Dayton's wedding, from Dayton's prom that I have to download from my computer. I mean, my phone, not my phone, my camera. I just have them on the camera. So thank you, Kelsey and Rockjam, for super chats, and also Sweet Misery. Thank you. I have to make Sweet Misery a shirt. I keep forgetting. Thank you, everyone. Be good. Be nice to each other. Kindness does matter. Don't be fooled by the games these people play, because they're all fucking full of shit. And just because someone is an asshole doesn't mean they can't be right. And just because someone is not an asshole doesn't mean they can't be a scammer. So keep your eyes open. Be smart about things. Don't be dumb. Use your head. And if someone doesn't speak proper English, tell them you'll only support them if they go learn how to speak proper English. Just saying. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.